Courage McDuck brings for it there. And for the Oversight, whether or not they can start bouncing back. You know, they did manage to take a game off CutTiltedBoys, but they are still at a single loss here as the smoke comes in. Smoke breaks on Italiano Gangster.
Any glimpsers?
You mentioned drop the ward, but no skill point spent yet, Natuf. No glimpse back, no punishment.
No glimpsers. Very, very sad.
Surely you get it level 1 here. I mean, it's so nice.
You're gonna get it anyway, so it's not like
exactly.
It's not like you're gonna skill up Thunderstrike anyway, so.
Nah. Not necessary, it feels like. Still, looks like both sides should be able to just get away with probably a 2-2 bounty rune, although there's a chance that you could slip up here from Oversight on the bot green spot, bot river spot. And see if that's something that they might surrender. Ward's giving good information as to when the cut should dip in or out here.
They're really strong on Oversight, like level 1. I don't think you want to fight them. Like maybe if some crazy arrow connects, but besides that, like you just leave the beasts alone. You get 2 for 2. Oh, 3 for... Wait, what drone?
Yeah, they snuck away.
Which one?
Italiano Gangster just snuck in the back. He just walked up. With a ward, he knew they all kind of backed off, lining up for the river.
That's a true gangster move right there.
And this as well, just clearing out the range creep.
Okay. Is that double decay? I feel like it was, right? No, not the double. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, this lane should be rather interesting. I kind of expected you to run Primal Beast plus maybe the Mirana, but they are switching things up. Don't want to give too much value on that stick. So you can have some good trades out. However, having the Sky here is always a little bit shaky. If Headshot comes in, the Sky Rat just kind of melts. If you get even 1 decay on the Sky, he is in threat of actually dying, especially as the levels come up here for Skyward. So they just need to kind of temper their aggression, maybe wait for their own level spikes, because once you can line up with Concussive and the Trample on top, there can be openings here for the side of the cut, right?
Of course.
You mentioned it. You're looking for something to go on top of the sniper. The Primal Beast is that hero.
Yep. Yeah, he's the glass cannon breaker, so the weight is on his shoulder to deal with the sniper early on. I mean, not necessarily completely early on, but, you know, mid-game, it's on him. Later on, PA if she gets the farm. And it's a strong lane, like you said, Sky plus Primal, even for an Undying. Like, if you're not really careful, if you go a little bit too deep with decays, you can fall to them.
Can be a really harass-heavy lane. We'll see how they deal with it down the line. Down mid, you've got Odyssey on the Pango up against Sadman or High Shaggy on that DP, and he's already getting a lot of value. No man on Odyssey, and he just gets taken down by the Spirit Siphon behind the tier 1. High Shaggy, Sadman, just sees that opportunity.
McDuck, the Scourge
dropping
himself.
Low as well up top.
He's dead.
It does melt.
Maybe
that little burn coming out.
No counter.
Just enough.
Really nicely done from Doom there to get the kill, obviously, on top. At the same time, it was PA that went a little bit deep because of the sticks. She gets easily countered. And look at this. That's a man waiting for a glimpse right there. A tooth. But PA smart enough to TP behind the tower. How do you feel about mid lane feeding first bloods? Like, for me, it's like the worst lane to get that first blood, obviously, given.
Yeah.
Right?
It's definitely the worst. Like, out of all the lanes you'd want to do that, mid is the most painful to kind of bleed out. And again, in this matchup, I don't think it's something you necessarily expect. If Odyssey just was a little bit more conservative, perhaps, and not as aggressive with his spell usage, and just saves the swash to bail out, then he wouldn't be in that circumstance. Because the Pango versus DP is... like, it still feels better for DP, just because your cooldowns on Pango are a little bit higher, but you shouldn't just get run down like that.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't. I agree completely. Top lane is a disaster, by the way. PA does have 12 CS, but Doom is going to have more or less of a free lane. And Doom is a huge hero in this game. Like, the way he itemizes can completely mess up what PA wants to do. Honestly, I'm feeling really, really optimistic for Oversight, even though the cut are like fan favorites, I believe.
Yeah, Like, they have the experience, but Oversight, they come out with a solid draft. They're going again on Scourge McDuck, a good glimpse back, dropping very low, does not have a Blink Strike, does have stick charges, has that Blink Strike up now, but he should be able to regen Scourge McDuck, stay in the lane. He does have the Iron Branches to kind of drop Ring of Health up as well. So it's not the end of the world. At the same time, this is not the smooth sailing that we were wanting to see from the PA, right? Like, that timing on the PA is just so important, and it feels like if you're not able to hit that timing quick, then, you know, it's all down to whether or not Italian or Gangstar can shut down Skyward. And if that doesn't connect either, then your lineup just, it doesn't have a good, straightforward answer to the sniper as he grows bigger and bigger.
Yep. Like, all about shutting her down on that lane. Sheepstick Fan, Skyward.
Yeah. Skyward is, I believe he was actually around in ESL Stockholm as like a volunteer manager. So managed to meet up with him there, hung out a lot with Shibo. Was a pretty solid fella. Good guy to talk to, as they are starting to make moves onto our Undying. The stomps out, the charges out, the good old Ancient Seal dropping Dead Zone real low. Does still manage to get the tombstone off right before dying.
Kill the zombie.
And the hits on Bigot
Kill
are
the zombies,
painful.
man.
He is not killing the zombies, and he might end up dead. He is ending up dead. Fairy Fire out, but it's still gone.
A tooth. Bigot.
Find a trade up top for a tooth. So at least they are finding some trades now for the cut and starting to relieve some of that pressure coming out. So despite the slower start, you know, they're hitting back here on the side of the cut. They do have a slight network advantage, not the most meaningful at the moment anyway, but you are setting the foundations to bounce back. Yeah, like you're getting some momentum back your way.
Mid lane,
setting up.
This isn't a kill,
rotation.
is it? Is it?
No, Ancient Seal's out. They've got the output.
It is.
And Odyssey's down. Dead Zone, I mean, he doesn't have Soul Rip, which honestly level 1 feels awful. Does manage to steal away a rune at the very least, but again, our Pangolier is not having a good time at all down mid.
Yeah, I was talking about Skyrat's silence versus Pango, but I wasn't really talking about like minute 6 when he's level 6 on Pango, that is. I expected it to come into play a little bit later on, but yeah, they get another kill on Pango, and he's a sad boy right there. He's not a sad man. Sad man killed him twice, but
no,
he's a sad boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting demoted so far. They go bot again onto Skyward. And now they're starting to keep a lid onto that sniper. And it's just this combination with Sky. You get the Ancient Seal, you start to trample on top. Trample is magical, despite using your attack damage. So it's amplified up. Like that is such a devastating combo out from the cut.
And the slow, right, as well from Sky. Just the slow itself is very annoying too. You can't run, even if you could. Even if you could run away, which you can't, it slows you down even further. So Italiano Gangster and Skyrat definitely making this lane work. And there is a reason why Primal is the glass cannon breaker. You just get on top of them so easily and you trample them to death.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of expecting a Tooth to, or at least the Disruptor to be down bot, right? At least you'd have the glimpse to save.
Yeah.
Instead of the Undying, just sure you can Soul Rip. Again, level 1 Soul Rip is pretty atrocious in how much it actually does.
Can they do something top?
You can't really do much.
They have glimpse.
Trying to run down. A glimpse back onto Jube. Got the roll as well.
He's got some sticks, right?
Jube still has the leap. Has another leap. Jukes out. Does fall in the end. Didn't manage to leap the last time. But that's a massive time commitment just for the Mirana. They can shove into the top tier 1, but Scourge McDuck should be safe to bail out. Has a TP to bail anyway.
Yeah, they killed him, and now they should take down the tier 1 tower. Let's see. Scourge. Does he chill out or does he try to defend this? Because there's Doom, like you can get doomed. Okay, Mirana actually TP's back in. Yeah.
6 is up and Cry. Jube just heads back in, and they don't push the fastest, so there is room to just keep farming. They know that the Pangolier has gone back mid as well. Sadman is just, he got an Arcane Rune and instantly pops Exo to just do some good chip damage onto that tier 1. And all the ghosts are actually doing a fine job of just doing that solo. Who needs Meteor Hammer when you play DP, right?
Yeah, just chill out in the lane, you know, and hide behind the tower. Ooh, Exorcism is running out. The Glimpse, maybe? Yeah, Glimpse is there. He gets level 5. He will heal up, though, on
They
DP.
mute his, they do him up as well.
Deny?
They can kill him off. Nah. Not going to be doing it on B-God, and they're going to find another for the trouble. 2 kills down for
Maybe
Odyssey.
another one?
As they're lining up for one more with a roll. Jube dodges the roll first time. Stomp forward coming out from Italian Gangstar. Atoof does manage to glimpse him back to the tier 1, so he saves himself, and no trades coming out for the cut. Big wins for Oversight here.
Yeah, that was a timely level 5 on Disruptor. Like, he TPs in, gets the 5, instantly glimpses the DP back. Well, they did use Doom, so if you're the cut, maybe you're feeling a little alright when it comes to that, because DP used Exorcism with Arcane Rune, so he's gonna have it off cooldown a little bit faster than usual, and there will be no Doom, so this Disruptor might die. Yeah, he did.
He gets melted by the jump from Scourge McDuck. They do manage to take care of our Skyrat Mage, and now Scourge McDuck isn't safe, getting twiddled down by Skyward.
This is dangerous, like diving
Chased
this.
down by Cry
I'm
as
not
well.
sure.
Diving so deep. Cry does have at least a head of Defiance, so it's lasting a little bit longer, and Scourge McDuck is the one to be punished. They find a trade, but it feels a lot bigger for Oversight, as Jube still not too safe here as well.
Here comes the
She's gonna be
spooky
fine.
ghost lady.
Sadman running up, the Arcane Exorcism coming off, and is just going to try to chase down Dead Zone, but this is really far up. Level 6 up on Atoof. Static Storm up, and Sadman's gone. The overcommitment.
Like his spirits were farming the creep camp next to him, like instead of going on Undying. That was a little bit sad for him, but Jubei as well.
Oh.
Jubei, he dies too.
Gone down. Odyssey. And missing out on that opportunity earlier, but finds it in the end anyway. And the cut feels like they're just presenting themselves in pretty awkward positions right now. Oversight should be able to find that top tier 1. A little bit of a shove coming out from Italian Gangstar down bot, but it's going to be a little bit of a slower process for him to push. And now with this kind of start, I mean, the cut, they're not completely behind, to be fair. You know, like, they aren't out of the game for sure, but it does feel like this kind of momentum with this lineup that they have. Like, we talked about momentum coming through. It doesn't feel like you've gotten enough from the cut, despite a little bit of some good back and forths there.
Yeah, some good back and forths. I'm not sure like which team is actually feeling better at this point, because yeah, DP isn't feeling that great after these last couple of deaths, but your PA is getting closer to the Battle Fury. I guess Scourge could be happy with that. At the same time, Sniper is, you know, doing sniper things, just farming up. Nothing too terrible for him. This could be a huge fight for the cut. Let's see. Blink. Yeah, missed the flare.
Oh,
There
they
we
got
go.
the combo.
Yeah. It is.
Early blink out.
Yeah, it is what it is. Primal gets blink, you get blown up by that, you know. It's not a shame to die like that. It just happens. Very early blink, 12 minutes in.
Yeah, he had free lane for the most part once they abandoned that bot. It's Italian and Gangstar. The connections being made with B-God. This is what we have to see. That aggression, constant running around with these low cooldown spells, and just forcing that issue out. As you mentioned, Scourge McDuck, only one part away now from the Battle Fury. And that's where things can start to kick up. If you don't hunt down this PA at that point, Scourge McDuck can take over. Like he will grow massive. Like this PA can flash farm pretty damn fast once the Battle Fury's up. And Skyward's trying to do the same.
Is there a
jungle with his own Mask of Madness?
There's no glimpse mid, never mind. Like he's fine, he goes back. One thing the Division 2 teams are not doing, that every single Division 1 team does, is they don't stack that much. Like out of these, I don't know, 12 games that I've casted in the last couple of days on NA, like Div 2 teams really aren't stacking a lot. I'm not sure why that's the case, but
They just don't. Like they don't make it an emphasis.
Yeah.
And you miss out on some efficiency on that. I think for the cut, it's kind of important for them to try to get their stacks up for their PA, especially as the Battle Fury comes up. It's going to be a little bit hard to clear the Ancients first, although I suppose with Blur, it's actually not the worst thing in the world. You can kind of gun down for that.
I would say it's huge, right? Like here, 2 stacks, right? 2 stacks, but I think maybe it's even PA that made these. So one more. Runaway's Courage, use the dagger, nice. So he gets a couple at least. Yeah, like stacks for me are incredibly important because they shift the item timings quite a bit for the carry. Like if he's the one farming them, suddenly he gets a BKB like a couple of minutes earlier because he has all those ancients waiting for him. They're really big. I don't know. I think every team should be doing them more.
Yeah. We'll see if that's something that does improve for these DF2 teams so far. For now, not quite. Still, some timings being met. Oversight. Otzi, he does have his Diffusal Blade up.
This is a bait.
A lot more impact and easier to line up. Hold on, they are baiting with Sadman. Italian Gangstar is waiting here with B-God. Running up. They get the glimpse back on Sadman. Isolated in the middle, does get doomed up with EXO running. They kill off B-God as well, so the combination's cut off. Nice. You know, it's a little bit of a bait. They get cleaned up. Like nothing.
No, I meant they're baiting. Like Oversight was baiting with the way they were positioned. Because like, how do you fight Jubei? Can he survive? No, I don't think this is a...
yeah.
He does. Okay, cool.
Enough outfit.
Like,
Italian Gangster? Running forward by himself.
There's a glimpse of cooldown. He just needs to get there a little bit closer.
Oh, he has it. He has it. He has it. Glimpse.
I mean, he's dead anyway now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. But this combination, Disruptor and Pango, is... I honestly think this is the most broken combo currently in the game. That's kind of... I don't know, undervalued. Because you roll in, and you have to run no matter what disables you have, because at this point you probably don't have BKB piercing, right? So you're kind of running, getting away from the Rolling Thunder, and then comes Disruptor with a glimpse. So this guy just bounces back and kills off whatever target is glimpsed. It's not that broken. I made it sound like it's game winning, but it does win team fights in this mid game.
Yeah, I mean, in the right hands, you know, you win those team fights, you kind of win the game. So in a way, it is game breaking.
You're so nice.
If they keep...
You're so nice.
Yeah, if they keep executing. Because I know these dumb points, Lizard. I make a lot dumber points, and I try to justify them, so don't you worry.
Both
You're
you
a genius in comparison.
and Mike, you two are like saints, I swear. Like, look at that. Tango.
That's not that Stanley, although they'll find a kill on V-God anyway. And they catch Jubei out as well. The TP not going to work this time around. Bit of a burnout. That is, I believe, an Australian tradition to burn out your tires like that, but kind of pays off. Just showing off a little bit there, Odyssey.
Both of you two are just saints, man. I have to say it. Like, if you said what I said, I'd be like, yeah, maybe, but you know, there's... I'd hit you with a maybe.
Yeah, I get that.
You even jumped in to like help a brother out with a point that's very stretched. I mean, valid but very stretched. Yeah, you and Mike.
No problem.
Like, yeah.
We're used to it. When we're both dumb, we kind of have to boost each other as they do catch out Odyssey. And they lock him in with that Mystic Flare.
As long as Mike isn't leaving any dead rats or birds in front of people's rooms, you know.
That beef with Fear, huh? Some real beef right there.
Oh, yeah. Like,
to get the glimpse in
Fear, like, I've never seen him that red in his face. Like, when he's talking to Mike, it's like... He gets some real dad energy. He takes out his belt. He was ready to spank Mike a couple of times, I'm telling you.
I've seen that a lot. And even from Tour 1, you can feel that tension rise up. Where, you know, Fear... I mean, it's in his face, man. You can always tell. Yeah, he has a very expressive face, right? You can tell when he's happy and when he's sad. He's very expressive.
You know that a long time ago there was a meme, like 16 pictures expressing like different emotions, and it's literally all the same picture of a guy. Like, we need that for Fear. Every emotion, same selfie of Fear.
That's exactly it for Fear. He has a wide range of emotions, you can tell from the face in. And what's not wide is the range of fights coming out. Is they get another glimpse onto Sadman. The Doom's out as well. And they get that easy kill on the DP, clearing out their path for the Roche.
Oh my God!
This is not going to take too long.
I love the drawings on the map. That's some tilt right there. You know there's a tilt when someone is just drawing circles. And when someone dies too many times and then suddenly there's a lot of drawing on the map, you know what they're like. You know what the situation is in the comms. They ain't happy.
Definitely not happy campus right now in the cut. Someone called them, perhaps, Tilted Boys right now, as the game is, I mean, to be fair, it's 16-10. Sure, you're dropping a lot of kills, but Scourge McDuck is farming. His BKB is coming on. You actually have a 3K lead on your side on the cut. You know, that's up against a Doom who, to be fair, doesn't have Midas, but again, up against the Devourers. It still feels pretty good.
Okay, so
your timings are still lining up.
So that last series that we watched, the last game, it was Anti-Mage, and he was pretty much free to do whatever once he got his farm, right? This game, I would argue, is different. Not only are you playing into a sniper that is gonna get an early MKB, you're playing into a Doom. If you're Cry, all you gotta do in this game is save that Doom, get the blink and save the Doom for the PA. And that's it. Like, PA might get super farmed, but you're still playing into a Doom. So one core lineup usually doesn't work versus Doom.
Because you just, you know, you focus in on that big core, there's not going to be any counterplay for Scourge McDuck. Even something like a Lincoln's is easily poppable here with how much single target you do have to target on. So you've got some solutions.
Yeah, you can
from
glimpse,
Oversight.
right?
Yeah. You got glimpse. I guess you could try to assassinate, although the windup
Soul Rip
kind of make that annoying. There was Soul Rips on hand. Like, it's not the safest for Scourge McDuck to be that big condition, and you're getting a lot of protection out now on Oversight. A fresh Lotus Orb up on Odyssey, another smoke out, and they might run into some juicy targets here, especially if they pin down Italian Gangster.
Unfortunately, just a Mirana. And okay, they do get the kill.
Got the dust, clean up, and they also get the timing for Skyward to finish his BKB. So a hell lot more protected now on the sniper on top of everything else. Like, that combination with that instant Mystic Flare Pulverize, it's not going to be effective on at least the sniper now. It feels like probably the one big target you want to jump.
It's a hard one to kill, really. At this point, like, he has an Aegis, you won't jump him anyway, but you probably want to wait that out. I love that even Cry is just carrying a casual Frost Mage Golem, Ogre, sorry. Frost Ogre, whatever the hell it's called. He gets the Ice Armor from him. Ice Armor everyone around him. Pretty good versus PA, right? Like, not too shabby.
Yeah, 5 bonus armor on a PA that doesn't have Desolator up yet. It makes it a lot harder to go for that physical burst. And just ensures that you're always safe here. As they find that bot tier 1. A double damage is spotted out here by the side of the cut. It could be a nice pickup if they want to kind of hand it over to Scourge McDuck. I don't know if they've got the timing to use that. Desolator is like 400 gold away. You'd probably just want to wait.
Italiano.
Not going to get the max utilization there. Italiano is surrounded. The TPs are coming in. They do not have the glimpse vision. Still trying to run. No, they see him. Glimpse back. They've got the damage. They've got the control. BKB forced out as well. Wants to kill off Atuf, but everyone's here. Not the safest play. They want to fight. Scourge does dive in, reveals the BKB with the DD, melts Atuf. And Italian Gangster comes back in, gets the pummeling onto Odyssey, but he is still alive. Lotus Orb usage here saves him in the nick of time. Doom out on Sadman, trying to deny from Jube, a bit too early on the right click.
What?
So 2 for 1 so far.
What the hell was that? That's the craziest fight I've seen in a while. Holy hell. Like, they just go in. PA, as Primal Beast is running out, PA is running in. With a DD, albeit. Like, he does get a kill on the Disruptor, but still, you're fighting uphill. You don't have too much vision into a Disruptor, into a Doom. Doom does get used in the end, so maybe this is an opportunity for the cut. Once Primal is alive, together with EP, Aegis will be reclaimed. I think if you're the cut, you can just smoke up instantly and go for a fight. Not having BKBs is an issue, but still, like, you could take some fight.
Yeah, you've got the fresh Deso up as well here on Scourge McDuck. So he's got the output if you do jump in now. But we'll opt to just give out the tier 2. One more falling for the side of Oversight. Going to be able to just take complete control up top now. But here's the Moonlight Shadow. Can they find the flank? Pretty far forward here in Italian Gangstar. Has his BKB ready. Aegis reclaimed. Skyward would be a very juicy target at the moment. Instead, jumping onto Cry, but the glimpse back is there. Arrow comes in, and the intercept out from Odyssey to catch Italian Gangstar. Charge away.
Just stunning all of them.
Odyssey still just being a nuisance. And he can't do much. Scourge McDuck, he does have the BKB if he needs it. Does manage to blink out anyway. That blur just buying him to time, but here comes the BKB forward. Still Skyward manages to push himself away. They get the lock in onto the Undying, but that's just the support. A very nice Static Storm to cut off the supports now as well.
Here comes the Scourge.
They will find Cry, but Skyward is just getting the hits. He is eventually going to melt. No MKB, no hits onto Scourge McDuck. So the Cut does manage to make that one work for themselves now as Oversight. Good bounces around from Odyssey, but no Doom up and no MKB means your PA is very happy up there.
Yeah, you just really have to save that Doom for PA, and that's it. Like, use that Doom on PA. When you don't have the Doom, don't fight. I feel like it's as simple as that for Oversight. But even this one fight, this one singular fight that they gave away might be too much. One fight too many, because you're playing versus a PA. Even if you have Doom, you're not allowed to make these mistakes. So, okay, Scourge has a Dezo now, couple of stacks on it. Battle Fury going for a Basher next. Like, I really want to see a Lincolns or two from the Cut or something like that, you know, to protect her even further. But did you see how crazy the blur is in that last fight?
It is.
Yeah, he was on the hard camp, blur activated, and they just weren't deactivating it. No one came close. Like, you couldn't, they couldn't get rid of it.
And the range is just insane. 400. It's very forgiving for you to weave in and out of these fights. And the 4K lead now for the Cut still up there, kind of bouncing around between that 3K.
Haste.
They've done a great job of playing around this. Haste out, trying to get a bit of a chase going. Do get the glimpse back onto Sadman. BKB is there, but the Doom is out. Again, Cry forced to use it on that DP.
I don't know if you want to...
That's Doom down once more. Oh, the boulder toss.
Holy shit, Gangster.
Right through the middle. He runs right through that Static Storm, gets the pounding off onto the Doom. They still manage to save him, though. No follow through. No Mystic Flare ready on Bigot, but Scourge McDuck rips them apart. Kills off the Disruptor, chases for more. They find dead zones up top. The bounce is interrupting this chase just a little bit, but Christ's not safe any longer. He does get slowed and taken away. One more for Bigot here, as Italiano is just diving so deep, and the Cut, I mean, this is their moment to shine. Their lineup is starting to get online.
This man is a true gangstar. He really is. Like, Italiano, just... Yeah. I don't know, that's some Balls of Steel play style right there from him, you know. Just goes in. Yeah. Then again, like, Doom was used way too soon. I think Doom needs to be a little bit less trigger happy. Like, again, he doesn't use it on PA, they instantly lose a fight after DP pops the BKB, so you couldn't even... It was basically wasted, right? Like, nothing done with it.
It's like the second time in a row that we've seen that come out here from Cry. Just forced to doom someone straight up, then they can't get the follow-through fight, and then the re-engage from the Cut is just too strong. So they are smoked up here. Running forward, Italiano actually gets the jump onto the sniper. Force Staff is there to save. BKB's back up for Italiano. The boulder does connect, but where's the follow-up? Not quite there. Italiano starts to melt for a second, but holy hell, that dagger.
Glimpse.
Onto Dead Zone. Just melts him out. Glimpse out in Sadman, but BKB is there to save. And now in a bit of an awkward crossroads. Arrow. BKB has Fatal. Oh, arrow. Great arrow out. BKB still up on Scourge McDuck, starting to pierce through Skyward. T's taken down, chasing for more. Cry. Still relatively tanky, but not for too long. The Glimpse does save for a while, but Scourge still gets a dagger off. 3 for 1 for the Cut.
just a messy fight, left, right, and center. Everything that happened there was just so messy. The only reason Sniper really dies was the arrow. And he couldn't see it and he couldn't react to it because it was flying straight through the tree and it caught him right behind the tree, right? So it, like, no time to respond to it. So Scourge McDuck sees it, instant jump, kills him off, easy peasy. And now they're waiting for Roshan, which will respawn in 20 seconds, which isn't soon enough, because Sniper and Doom should be up. They can smoke up, fight that.
You have this really big timing for Scourge McDuck, though. He basically almost has the full Abyssal Blade up and running already off the back of all of these kills. And his Desolator is now up to 18 on the damage. So that's kind of ridiculous, just how much he's gotten over the past few minutes. Even a blink up now for B-God as well.
This is...
He can play really far back to get the follow through.
Yeah, this is greedy though. Like, I think they need a smoke, maybe Mirana ulti like this. Yeah, go find the fight first.
Blink out. Odyssey does dodge. Maybe we'll get the glimpse to safety for Italiano as well.
This, now you can maybe even rush, because Tombstone has been wasted, right? Like, Tombstone has been used very far away. And now it's on Oversight to decide whether to fight or not. It feels like they will not. They're just chilling there around the Tombstone instead. I can't blame them. Like, taking this fight without Tombstone is like very difficult.
Yeah, it's a hard prospect. Kind of see them do that.
Then
so they surrender Roche number 2 with a shard as well.
Yeah, then again, exactly that. Giving this Roche Aegis and the shard to PA. Oof. They had this game. It really felt like they had it in control, but not any longer.
Certainly in the favor of the cut now. Take a look at Dota Plus, giving us an 82% chance to win now for the cut. After a rocky start, I mean, all the space in the world for Scourge McDuck, and the investment pays off. Not just him, but even Italian Gangstar, I feel like just got a bit too much down bot with that early blink up. And just managed to play aggressive for the team, and they coordinate around that aggression well. And this is maybe where you start to see some of the differences between these fresher stacks in the DPC up against, more experienced players. The coordination's there for the cut. They know what each player kind of wants to do, what timings they want to hit, and they can just plan around that. Like, even if one part of the game goes wrong, they know what they have to do to get back on track, and they managed to make that happen. They're making PA look like a decent hero. This hero's been dead for a while.
He's been, the PA has definitely been retired for quite some time, but I've seen a couple of teams pick it up in like the last season. Mainly because of the blur, right? Like playing around that. And like she is always picked when glass cannons are picked a lot. And we have a lot of glass cannon knee type position ones picked, so we'll see. Maybe it's the cut that resurrects PA and everyone starts picking it again. What a timeline we live in.
It'd be a massive timeline for an NA DPC Div 2 team to kind of have that much influence, but I'd love to see it. As I'd also love to see this DD that spawns here to go the way of Scourge McDuck. So another DDPA. This is dicey for the side of Oversight. So much output. Moonlight Shadow up as well. So they want to use this. Could have some tasty targets mid if they overstay their welcome here. See what they find. Charging up. There's the jump in. There's the damage coming through. The Static Storm not enough with a BKB on. We do have to buy Abyssal Blade out. Pangalier's gone. DD Scourge McDuck killing off some fat cores. No problems there. With the Exo popped as well, they should be able to run up to that tier 2 once the creep wave catches up and just find more objectives.
He dealt 4,000 damage in like 10 seconds. I mean, that DD is... it hits different when it's on a PA. 100%.
Yeah. It is probably one of the best DD heroes to have.
I was thinking maybe they will buy back on Doom, but... yeah, Aegis, you don't want to play into it anyway.
Yep. Just cut your losses, regroup, and kind of come back in. The progression from the cut is just phenomenal, though. Lotus Orb already up in Italiano, going for the Linken's next. Yeah, you've got what I'm assuming is the Shiva's guard on Sadman, not too far off now as well. And now the Scotty being formed up here by Scourge McDuck. You also have the Ags and B-God. I didn't even notice that. Like, he has the Ags, double usage on Ancient Seal, double Mystic Flare coming out. There's so much that this hero does with that Ags, which I feel like it's a massive Ags. It's just not something the hero ever gets to farm, but here we are. B-God. He's got the timing.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He was queuing it up from the get-go, so you know he gets everything. It's pretty big. I love the itemization, by the way. Boots into Aghanims on him was interesting, but
Wait, he got the Ags before the Blink?
I think he did. Yeah,
Damn.
maybe he got the blink first, but he queued the Aghanims first for sure. Like he had boots and he instantly queued up the Ags. I think he got the Ags like very soon in the game, and the blink afterwards.
That's just ridiculous. Like, it's just way too much impact. Inside of Oversight, again, they've got some early VKBs, but we haven't really felt it. Like, honestly, they actually only have the sniper BKB.
Yeah, it's
no protection on Cry. You obviously probably don't want to have to buy a BKB on Odyssey right now.
Yeah.
So it's an awkward spot. If you're on Oversight, you know, after having this draft that you feel like you could execute, what do you have to do? They do go for a smoke play here. Oh, Italiano breaks the smoke and blinks away.
What's Doom's item build right now on Cry? Like how
he's got Pipe
this is nothing.
and Guardian Greaves and a Plate Mail.
I like that he's building towards the Shivas, which is nice, but I feel like you needed the BKB and you needed the blink much earlier so that you can pick and choose your target and pick and choose the PA every single time. Just to get on top of her. And maybe the size armor should have been
Skyward?
Eventually Skyward, yeah.
Oh.
It's got the BKB, right?
Oh, the Abyssal Stare. And he is gone. That is risky. Walked under the ward. Instant TP's out. And that's your sniper gone. MKB's not even finished yet.
Nice ward by the
even
Dire.
At this point.
Yeah.
It protects so well. Another DD spawns as well here, Lizard. So a little swing if they want to see that one. And Scourge McDuck will be very happy. Like at this point for Oversight, I'm not even sure if the MKB is enough. It just feels like the protection's not there for the sniper. Like once he's jumped, he's just dead.
Yeah, with the Abyssal for sure. Like there is no way he survives. Let's see, PA. Do they save the DD? What are they doing? Like you can save it for Rosh or something, yeah. Or did they see it?
They didn't see it. I don't think they saw it at all. They're gonna see now with B-God. So there should be the ping. There you go. He's here. And we'll probably just pull back. Maybe save it for the Rosh. So they do have some time to wait. Scan does find Cry on your gangster. There we go again. And he is more than likely gone. Damage outputs there. The chain stuns for 1,000,000 years. He is trying to juke around, but this is only stalling. This is a lot of time, to be fair, but you're still being efficient on the cut because they're just camping Rosh and, well, picking up the DD.
Not efficient. Picked it up 37.15. Could have waited 37.55 or 59 for full efficiency.
Very true.
Yeah, Primal TP's
Gotta
in.
work on that, Scourge.
Does he get glimpsed? Oh, the blink. Oh, the jukes. Breaking ankles. PA is coming.
Oh, Italiano pops a BKB. He wants to go for a Skyward, but doesn't have the way of going jumping. But Scourge McDuck does with the DD and the Abyssal. He's gone. Pulverize onto the supports, onto the Pangolier, and the damage outputs there. Everyone's torn apart off of that little chase. Italiano Gangstar, man. He's been a gangster this entire game, just running down, no cares in the world, and he just finds them, man.
He lived up to his name, 100%. Like, this game was... Yeah, if you see him going at you, you don't know if he's alone, if he's with everyone, if he's just crazy, if he's a genius. There's a thin line with him, you know?
Yeah, or it could be all at once. It could be all at once. This is NA. I think your average NA DPC player is kind of an eclectic mix of genius, madman, and boss. and when it fails, kind of, you know, EE.
Yeah.
It's all at once here.
You need it. You need to be like when you're pubbing in NA. I think that's what happens eventually to you. I've had my experience of NA pubs a couple of times. Like I've been there. I've done the NA rounds. I'll never be the same man again.
It's funny. My experience with NA pubs was stacking with a bunch of these DPC players actually when they were much younger, like a couple of them, and I would play Pudge in 200 ping and I would enjoy it. It was actually fun. I don't know why my Pudge was better on brain delay. I guess because my hooks were also on brain delay, so it balances out, you know, and the ping compensates for my slower
It confuses
brain.
them, right? That's what it is.
Yeah. Like, why would he hook here? It's like, oh, he's so next level. I'm like, no, I'm on 200 ping. You know, that's what it is. What's not in 200 ping is that speed on the Roche. Very fast take. They gave the Ags to Scourge McDock. Yeah, this blur constantly reapplying. It's
big. It's big.
Really annoying with the dispel.
By the way, I don't want to. I'm not one of those NA haters. I think, like, you know, it's. I mean, I hate NA a little bit, like anyone else, when it comes to, but not a lot. But I have to throw some shade. Like when I came back from NA and the server was still on NA when I continued playing. At one moment, I considered going pro again. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Because I was winning every single game, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Why am I good again? Then I checked the server, and I'm like, ah, god damn it.
I like that you got that insight from playing in NA. You know, NA is a good server. It boosts your confidence sometimes. It brings you up. And then sometimes it crushes you down with the people you play with. It's a roller coaster, man.
I guess I was on the positive side, you know, because they still had a good behavior score coming from Europe. But
there you go. Look at that.
It probably wouldn't stay that way if I continued playing there.
I'm sure it wouldn't. I mean, I heard what Jenkins had to say about Quinn's stuff earlier today, as they do jump Cry and he's deleted. And Italian and Gangster are just charging away. Not going too gangster here. Want to find more. The bash jump in onto Odyssey. The plings from Skyward are annoying, but Italian and Gangster blinks forward, doesn't manage to get the grab. Should be able to charge off. And is fine, but they forced everyone back to the fountain. Not able to make moves onto the top. But as I was saying, you know, I remember Jenkins on, you know, Dream League a while ago was talking about Arteezy or Quinn as they do roll forward. Static Storm's there to pin in Italiano, but he still has his BKB.
Scourge
charging forward now. BKB up as well, and Scourge just looking for the delete button. He does find it. Gets the pin down on Odyssey. BKB fades, so he's being plunked around a little bit, but the bashes come true. And there goes the Mystic Flare with the Yags. There goes the damage as they get the Doom off onto High Shaggy. They've got the burst down on the Disruptor. The buybacks are flowing through, but the ults are all gone. The damage coming out from Scourge. He's just deleting them. Melting out. The damage from our Skyward is kicking in with that MKB though.
Is he ever gonna die?
Have to respect that, but they melt them.
Yeah, this Courage, man, like this PA just couldn't die. Like, he still has the Aegis even. Primal Beast cooking things up once again. A bit too deep, bro.
Italiano, high five. High five dies as the E-Blade's out. They've got the damage to kill Skyward in the fountain. He's got no buyback. The GG's called. Oversight. After a strong start, maybe a little bit of some oversight on their part to overlook that PA. And the cut, they bounce back in fantastic form.
Yeah, at this point, like, I didn't think...